Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about unit number one, the curriculum, introduction of curriculum. In this video, we will learn about the objective of curriculum, the nature of curriculum, and the curriculum planning and development. Let's start with the introduction of curriculum. The curriculum is, the curriculum is an area of vital importance to the professional teacher. Over the past 2 decades, the study of curriculum has become an established part of the teacher education programs, and all serving teachers have been familiar with the concept of curriculum in some ways. Similarly, teachers undertaking postgraduate studies and professional development activities have been exposed to the concept associated with the curriculum. And recent years, the term is being quite frequently in the media and community in general. Such development is a highly appreciated for the professional teachers. Curriculum, after all, the very substance of schooling for teacher in school. Therefore, the teacher need to be acknowledgeable about curriculum and understand the process by which curriculum may be developed. When the teacher consider curriculum issues, for example, they tackle the substantive matter of the schooling, which may be expressed in terms of fundamental question of the curriculum. In this unit, the different concepts associated with the curriculum, its nature and important definition and characteristic and the need and scope and its planning and development include the characteristic include the effectiveness and its measure task and so forth have been discussed. So next is objective. After studying this unit, you should be able to define the various concepts of curriculum. Number two, describe the desirable characteristic of the curriculum. Number three, describe the broad concept of curriculum. Number four, state the need and scope of curriculum. Number five, list the step and characteristic in the curriculum planning. Number six, state and analyze the principle of curriculum development. Next one is the nature of curriculum. Nature of curriculum. The curriculum play a vital role in attaining the aim and objective of education tends to. It reflects the curricular and co-curricular trends in our institution. For example, the course of the study, the objective of education, the methodology of teaching, including teaching aids and evaluation. Next one, curriculum comes from the Latin root currere, which means to run, where later come to stand as a course of study. The curriculum, that is some total all learning content, experience, resources that one purposefully selected, organized, implemented by the school in pursuit of his particular mandate as distinct institution of learning and human development. What is the important definition of curriculum compared? The term curriculum is defined in many ways by the educator. Some use the term in very limited and specific constants, with the other attach a very broad and general meaning. Some definition in the descriptive term, that is what is curriculum is, and other is in prescribed term, that is what curriculum ought to be. Again, curriculum is defined in terms of subject, activity and experiences. Following are the some important definition of curriculum. Albert A. and Albert T. in 1959 define curriculum to the sum total of the student activity which the school sponsor for the purpose of achieving its objective. And this is one definition. In the word of H. Robert Beck and the W. Walter Koch, the curriculum is the sum of educational experiences that children have in a school. The Blonde Encyclopedia 1969 of Education defined curriculum as all the experience a pupil has under the guidance of school. Next one is F. Bobbitt in the definition of F. Bobbitt, the curriculum in 1918. Has observed the curriculum is the series of things which children and youth must do and experience by way of developing ability to do things which to do things will that make the affair of adult life and to be in all respect with adult should do. Next one is the Rex Rontre in a Dictionary of Education 1981 has defined curriculum is in this word curriculum can refer to the total structure of ideas activities developed by an educational institution to meet the need of student and to achieve desired educational aims. Next one is Ardole in the curriculum improvement decision making 1982 has stated that curriculum embodies all the experience which are offered to learner under the SOPs or the direction of a students. First definition lay the emphasis on the word sponsors, and the second definition trends give the importance on the spontaneous as well as sponsored. The third definition stress on the word guidance in the providing experience. The fourth definition give importance on the adult activity. Fifth definition denote that something fixed, and the sixth definition like the fourth on highlight the significance of the guidance in providing activities. The characteristic of curriculum, the totality of activity. Number one, by curriculum, it's mean all the school activity which are used to promote the development of pupil. It refer to the totality of the subject matter, activity and experience which constitute a pupil's school's life. Pragmatics have also include the entire range of learner activity in the curriculum because according to them the child learn by doing. Number two is a mean to an end. It is known that curriculum is not an end in itself but a mean to an end. Therefore, it is created so as to achieve the aim of education. That is the reason why different educationalists have suggest different kind of curriculum to conform to the aims and objective ascribed to the education. It is followed that the curriculum will change with every change in the aims of the education. Next one is the total school environment. The total school environment of school influence curriculum. It is made up of everything that surround the learner in all his working hours. It is the environment in motion. It refer to the total educational program of the school environment include all the experiences activities and learning in which learner is experienced to process and attain the goal of education. Number four is totality in experience. Curriculum refer to the totality of experience that people get in a school. For example, the classroom, library, laboratory, workshop, playground, and in the numerous informal content between the teacher and the pupil as well as outside the school. These experiences help him in the development of personality. The curriculum include not merely syllabus and the book, but all those experience and relationship which get indulged in by the student both inside and outside the school. Thus, the syllabus specified by the authority should not taken to mean curriculum. Next one is the mirror of curriculum and mirror of curricular and co-curricular trends. Curriculum form the mirror of curricular and co-curricular trends and is able to reflect the curricular and co-curricular trend in our educational institute, that is course of study, aims and objective of education, methodology of teaching, include teaching aids and evaluation techniques. Next one is the mirror of educational trends. Curriculum is a mirror of educational trend. It despite the total picture about the prevailing educational system, the objective behind the education system highlight through the series of experience which provided by the curriculum. Next one is the development of the balanced personality. Curriculum is quite helpful in the development of balanced personality. The activity in the curriculum concern physical, intellectual, emotional, social, economical, aesthetic, and cultural development play their role for developing balanced personality. Number eight is a process of living. Curriculum is a process of living in which interaction between individual and his environment take place. Curriculum is concerned both with the life of individual and his environment. Next one is a dynamic. Dynamic. A good curriculum is a dynamic need to be interact with the of the pupil, go on changing with the passage of time for varying need. Different type of activity is required. This tend to necessitate some changing in the curriculum is never static. It has to be different from for different student, different classes, different schools. It has to be kept dynamic in order to keep with the need, interest, abilities, attitude and life of the pupils. Next one is the mirror of philosophy of life. Curriculum is regarded as a mirror of philosophy of life. It despite philosophy of life, democratic or autocratic way of life is reflected in the curriculum. Each way of the life having different philosophy and hence different goal of education. Number 11, achievement of the goal. Curriculum is prepared to achieve some set goal and objective of education which are set by the society. Curriculum help in achieving these aims and objective of curriculum. Next one is a broad component of the curriculum. The component of curriculum, according to the Engine S. Robinson, 1950 1971, are the goal, objective, content, processes, recourses, and mean of evaluation of all learning experience. Plan for a pupil both in and out of the school and community through the classroom, instruction, and related programs. For example, field trip, library program, work experience education, guidance, and extra class activities. According to K.A. Lithward, 1981, curriculum encompasses educational philosophy, values, objective, organizational, structural, and material, teaching strategy, student experience, and assessment and learning outcome. Three main components of a curriculum are under curriculum, program for study, program for activity, program for guidance. Program for study, this refer to the various subjects like history, language, mathematics, and science. For example, if ECT emphasize on the study of subject or subjects has changed from the time to time in accordance with the philosophical and sociological ideas. Conversation and promotion of culture has been important to determine in the selection of content of the subjective subjects. In the view The witness of culture and principle of selection is followed. The level of information is imparted at a particular stage or a class is guarded suitability. The method of imparting knowledge are determined on the basis of psychological finding, especially regarding learning. Next one is a program for activities. With the changing concept of education and consequently curriculum and increasing emphasis of our being laid on organization of various activity in the school, in view of the importance of activity in promotion of ideas of citizenship, cooperative living and democracy, many educator advocate that curriculum should be investigate in terms of activity rather than subject. The principle of learning emphasize that participation in activity going goes to long way in sublimating the instinct of children and making teaching learning more enjoyable as well as effective. Next one is a program for guidance. A comprehensive program of guidance includes helping students to solve their educational, vocational, and personal problem. With the rapid change in the society in various fields, it has become very much necessary to include the guidance program in the curriculum. Next one is the curriculum and syllabi. UNESCO the published entitled Preparing Textbook Manuscript 1970 has differentiated the curriculum and syllabi as the curriculum is a set out the subject to the study that order and sequence and so ensure some balance between humanities and humanities and science and consistency in the study of subject, thus facilitating the inter-subject linkage. It follow the curriculum determine the amount of school timing allocated in each subject and the aim of the teaching of each subject, the pace of psychomotor domain which take time to acquire and possibly the variation between rural and urban school teaching. The curriculum in the school of developing country is often directly related to the requirement for development. The syllabus determines the basic content of the instruction in given subject and the range of knowledge and skill which the pupil must acquire to establish in detail the the theme and individual point to be studied in each school year. The syllabus is a refined detail of curriculum at the particular stage of learning for the particular subject. Next one is a need of curriculum. Following point demonstrate the importance of curriculum. Number one is achievement of educational aims. Curriculum render help in achieving the aim of education. Without suitable curriculum, aim of education cannot be achieved. In the absence of curriculum, it is not possible to do anything systematically. Number two, fixed limit. A curriculum is quite helpful in fixing the limit of teaching and learning. It helps in determining the work of teacher as well as that of pupil. Question number three, development of democratic. Number three is development of democratic values. Curriculum is helpful in student in developing the democratic values such as liberty, equality, fraternity, justice, for example, justice, respect for dignity for of the individual and the group living. Next one is four is development of citizenship. Development of citizenship in is one or the major responsibility of the educator. Suitable curriculum is helpful to achieving this aim of education. Next one is Five, development of the characteristic. There is a no system of education which does not aim at developing character in youth. Character can be developed in through the curriculum with the through the suitable curriculum. Next one is sixth point is satisfaction of need. Curriculum is able to satisfy the educational, vocational, and psychological need of the student. That is a great variety of interest, skill, and abilities, attitude, and aptitude and requirement of the students. Next one is criteria for suitable teacher. The curriculum mainly show what type of teacher is needed for the school, what should know, what type of work they are required to do, and this is to be accordance with the requirement of curriculum. Next one is selection of suitable method. Curriculum make the teacher to select suitable method of teaching. How to teach will be determined by what to teach. That is the curriculum. Question number nine. Next one is nine. Nine pagodas. Acquisition of knowledge. The curriculum help the student in gathering the knowledge by studying various subjects laid on in a curriculum. The student gets knowledge in conformity with the ability and level of intelligence. Number 10, development of personality. Curriculum is useful in developing the physical, intellectual, aesthetic, social, cultural, moral, spiritual, religious, and vocational ability of the student. Suitable curriculum is necessary for the complete and balanced development of personality. Next one is the reflect trends in education. Curriculum mean to achieve the end, that is the changing aim of education with the changing social requirements. Since curriculum reflect the trends in education and changing in the philosophy, modern educational expert following the demand on curriculum. Number one, providing suitable knowledge. The curriculum should be provide suitable knowledge which will be quite helpful in achievement of aims of education. Number two, providing a suitable activity in experience. The curriculum include with selected activity and experience required for development of people according to the social requirements. Number three, providing wholesome influence. The curriculum should provide wholesome school program for developing the desirable behavior pattern in the pupils. Next one is discovery and invention at the university at our high level of education. The main aim of a curriculum is to encourage research and intervention. Thus, the curriculum set as a point of an organizational educational effort on some meaningable basis and is the heart of school. Next one is the scope of curriculum. The scope is scope of a content concern question about what to include and what to exclude as far as the selection of the subject matter is concerned. It includes the broad form, which the range and context of each area be covered. Determine the scope must include some references to aim and objective and range of learning experience. Counseling what is to be included in the context in sometime referred to as determining the scope, and it can be seen by operating the four level. Number one, first there must be decision regarding what to include as a whole in a major area within which the curriculum operates. Number two, should be concerned by which with certain subjects that are the basic to the understanding of the human caring, such as those who those within the behavioral sciences and humanistic. Should Next one is, should the selection drawn from the life science, in that these may be helpful the student understanding the physical factor of care. Number four, should be material be developed that address the learning. Number five, is there is a need to include the study of expansion exceptional in terms of psychological consideration that are appropriate for the study of pedagogy. Thus, short of questioning is directed at identification of a subject which are thought to be electrically desirable for the underpinning of the basic teaching practice. These have been considered at the length before and view as the essential accident to distinctive instructional knowledge. Second, there is a level of scope which look at the area of distinctive subject and consider what might be board and used. Thus, electives use the knowledgeable draws and extract from the particular established discipline concerned without necessity of accepting the total area of ideas and belief within the totality of the discipline. The third level of the scope determines the concern the individual teacher working from curriculum at a classroom level and involve independent decision about how much material can be developed within the particular period of time and where the emphasis should be placed within certain subject and topic. The fourth level of scope related to the individual lesson concerning the area to be dealt with and the extent that are to be covered and the level of intellectual difficulty involved, that the pattern of curriculum should adopt a certain idea of scope which focus on the certain center of organization, such as center of organization can be seen to operate through the theme or modular theme. In dealing with the scope of content, certain basic principles can be carefully followed, and these also act as a general guide from taking making decision. Number one, there is need to be work from the basic generalization and universal thinking about the content progressively toward the specific or a particular element. Number two, limited the initiated decision making should be concerned with identification and major area of knowledge to be included. And number three, the content to be included must be educationally worthwhile. The content must be occupational, be relevant for teacher. Number five, the content should be professionally relevant for the teacher. Number six, the scope must be determined the appropriate skill, attitude, beliefs which the student need to be aware. The scope, and number seven, the scope should be determined the appropriate intellectual and the practical level of difficulty in context. The scope need to be taken into account whether additional or external experience is needed from outside the field of teaching. And number nine, the scope of content should be reflected the necessary education technology to be included in curriculum material. Number 10, the scope ought to be included consideration of the basic basis from the assessment and examination to be used. The inevitably, when the scope of curriculum content has been determined, there will be concern for the traditional approach of the past, which may be thought to have stood the test of time. Next one is a curriculum planning and development is will complete in next section, inshallah.